Hello, 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 hello. We are in here today. Welcome, everybody to the Coach's Corner with the amazing. Listen, she has a new name now, right? She has a new name, okay? Coach Cotton, but Cotton Gloves.
Man, y'all, it is hilarious. Anytime you get Adrian Dynamite Sloan in the mix, you never know what comes out of it. And he want to jump on talking about cotton gloves. And Coach, all she needed was a little edge. And they don't ran with it. So, but you know what? That's what the family do. So, Coach Cotton Gloves. Here we go.
Right.
Let's do it.
Coach Cotton Gloves. That's her new name, y'all. So when you see her, that's what you got to call it. Coach Cotton Gloves. But again, I'm Coach Hadassah, and welcome to the Coach's Corner, where we help you get to your next level. Yeah, and listen, we have a special guest back on again, the amazing, right? What else we want to say? What else we want to say? The amazing, the phenomenal, the man, look, the eighth wonder of the world.
I mean, like this man right here. You know what? I can't even address him as like the man. I think he fell off, Coach.
You know what? I don't know what's good.
I think he fell off for a minute, but anyway,
it's okay.
I can't even call him like the man, a friend, business partner. He is definitely all those things. The legend, right, the living legend. But he's a brother, man. He's a just one of those guys that has become family to myself, Coach Hadassah, to this Extreme community. He's our co-founder of Extreme in our finance department, the CFO. Y'all, we got Mr. Adrian Dynamite Sloan today, y'all. We excited. I know y'all excited too. So while we're waiting on him to come back in, you guys go ahead, tag a friend, tell a friend that the Coach's Corner is on, and we're about to be popping. Y'all forgive the voice, man. Coach, you need to be talking right now.
I know, right? So listen. We want to help Coach Cotton Gloves save her voice. Look, that's her name from now on. Okay. Look, first of all, I don't even know what she used to call herself. I forgot. It just went out my head. Because I'm like, you Coach Cotton. She was like, what? That's not what I call you Coach Cotton. But
right.
Now, Adrian done stepped in with some more. So now she's Coach Cotton Gloves. So that is how she is to be addressed when you see her on the streets. Right. So without further ado, though, we are bringing up again the living legend, Adrian Dynamite Sloan.
What's going on?
There you go.
What's up, family?
What happened?
What's up, family? We in here. We in the building. How's everybody?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. We're
super excited.
Yeah. Absolutely. I appreciate you guys having me. I had to get my technology together and be able to share that. Let me plug this phone up before I lose it on this side. Okay. All right. We are live. Well, I appreciate it, Coach Hadassah and Coach Cotton Gloves. You know what I'm saying? Like, be able to be on it. That's an inside Extreme joke. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't in Extreme, get on in here, then you'll figure that one out. You know what I mean? I can't tell you about on the outside, but if you inside, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be inside.
You got to be inside the house to be able to. I can't give you the details on that one. You got to be in the house,
right.
But it's good to be on with my sisters again, and live back from the NYC. Had a great time. We'll talk about that later. But definitely, man, I just want to hop on and show some love and connect with the family. And, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it in the Coach's Corner.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Listen. So, man, I don't even know where to begin. But,
well, look, first of all, we got to begin with Barack kicking off the show because, he decided to go eat and drink water, y'all. I got a pit bull. Dynamite, I don't know if you know. I have a pit bull. And every time we start the Coach's Corner, he get hungry and thirsty. And I be like, Well, they do this at Barack, but that's making his presence known.
He consistent. At least you can say that.
He consistent. He consistently drinks water at the top of the hour.
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Right.
But look, we talking financial development and growth in business, and we talking about personal mindset. And we got the best person, the best millionaire, 6-7 figure earner. How many figures you at? Are you like 10 figures now? Like, can you go up to 10 figures? Is that a real number?
Listen,
we're gonna say 2 commas.
Yeah, as many commas they put in there, I'm taking them. You know what I'm saying?
Straight facts. To get us to the level of business, y'all, you know, we gotta grow in with this community with Extreme FX Global Academy. This is what it's designed to do. You want to be personally developed. You want to have your business right. You want to have your mind right. And so we got Mr. Adrian Dynamite Sloan, who always makes sure that we stay on point in our business and in our finances, right? So look, Dynamite, what's been going on with you? You could just tell us what's been the latest. Because I'm eager to hear.
My question is, how much time you got? You know what I'm saying?
Now we know you got we got DJ Nickel at 8 o'clock, so you got about an hour.
Yeah. That's all. I got 52 minutes. I don't want no smoke with DJ Nickel.
Right. We don't want no smoke.
That's my big brother. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my little 1, 2, we out of here. But man, life is good, man. Life is good. You know, business is good. Awesome. You know, children is good. You know, everything is moving, man. You know, God has been blessing, and you know, we always appreciate that. You know, I tell anybody, man, I don't care how old you get, man, you gotta stay hungry and humble. You know what I'm saying? And just you know, I don't care how much success you accomplish. That's for your own, you know, personal ego stroke, and you know, accolades are great, and everybody needs to hear the love. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, listen, if you come from a loving family, you know, them words of affirmation of love mean a lot to you. You know what I'm saying? And so I've learned to take that in. And just been in this great moment, you know, building the academy. We got some great announcements that's coming up here shortly. Super excited for it. Have been super tired. I'm super tired of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just super ready to launch it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know, we know, you know, what we've developed right now, guys, it's just second to none. And, you know, like I was telling some of the leaders, man, is that, you know, what took me a little longer and found us to be able to do what we just did is because it's never been done before. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times if you're building something, you can R&D it, you can pull it together from this and that, right? What we just created was the first comp plan that had a Forex and financial solution combination in volume and PV. That's never been done in the Forex Academy. And so, you know, we're super excited about that, what's coming up. And so that's to be announced soon. I hope it's sooner than what I think, but my soon is still soon. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been working on it. I'm tired of looking at it. So I'm about to kick it out the front door like punting the football. You know what I'm saying? All the way down the football. I'm ready to get this deal up out of here. I know the team is excited and waiting on it. I know the team wants to hear it. I know the founders want the team to have it. And, you know, we are striving, guys, and we are 100% on track to create over 1,000 6- and 7-figure earners in this academy. And it's going to be done through multiple financial diversification. You know, one of the biggest things that I feel like I wanted us to have and be branded as is having the most diverse financial portfolio, you know, out of any Forex company in the country. You know what I'm saying? And I believe we have accomplished that. And we're truly grateful to God for that. Because I understand money from a degree is you have to have diversified income. It's just, it has to be like if I got money coming from one source, I get the heebie-jeebies. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's very, you know, it's something that's not good. You know, I remember growing up in a household, and I remember my mom, you know, she was in the medical field, and she just had that one stream of income working in the medical field. She may pick up an extra, you know, shift or something like that. And, you know, later in my life, she ended up doing some in-home aids, and she would do some private sitting. But the medical field, right, you know, and that one job was her one stream of income. And I just remember like the stress upon her and had to wait the 2 weeks for the next check. And I used to be like, what happened when you got bills in between them 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? Like when you got stuff you need to get done, you know, a lot of people overlook that. Well, you know, next 2 weeks, so you got your bill check and you got your free check. Y'all don't know about that. You know, all y'all checks was good. You know, y'all house, y'all people could buy stuff anytime. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's just, I understand, you know, y'all just grew up with that kind of silver spoon situation. And, you know, that went down to my situation. Mama had a bill check and she had a free check. You know what I'm saying? And so if you had anything in between, you were just short, bro. You were just short as high waters. Like it just wasn't happening. Forget about it, right? And so when I grew up and I saw that, and then my mother had a medical situation and she couldn't work, I just remember that. So all the stuff in my mind plays a big role of how I create stuff in business, because I remember the emotions of what I went through seeing this stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? And so when that one stream of income dried out and she couldn't work no more, I seen the mental stress that came upon her. And I told myself I was going to retire by 40, and I did it at 30. You know what I'm saying? I said I would not be in a situation where my life would be driven off of one stream of income. So I've always been a big fan of diversified income, because even when I got launched into one strong stream and it dried up, I was like, hurt, like somebody stepped on my heart. You know what I'm saying? And so I reminded myself of that moment, and that spirit is what, you know, I wanted to put inside this academy, where our people can make money from different products and different tiers. And as I always say, play your style of ball, right? We are a Forex academy, right? So a Forex MLM means we trade, right? So trade is our flagship. Yeah, I don't give a crap. We had 100,000 students in here. That's beautiful to me, but every student come from somebody who's building. Does that make sense? Or a student who referred somebody, right? And that's just the model. So you can build and get residual. You can trade and get money out the market. Now you can also provide business financial solutions and personal financial solutions to people to put them in a position where there's personal credit, business credit, consumer funding, real estate. Any of y'all put some fires out there if y'all want to learn how to reinvest and do some buy holds and fix and flips and real estate. That's some big money. I don't know if y'all noticed. Let me give y'all a secret. They not making no more land. I don't know if y'all realize that. Maybe it was something we learned down here, you know what I'm saying, in Charlotte, you know what I mean? Maybe they making more land where y'all live, but where I live, you know what I'm saying, they ain't making no more land.
And they
you know
make no more land, right?
It's whatever's here is here. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to maximize the land. So we wanted to make sure that real estate education was inside of our academy. Guys, that is second to none. To be able to get these type of products and make money from all these different industries. So the big what's up is this daggone financial solution joint about to kick off. You know what I'm saying? Like we about to kick this game off in the right way, and we gonna close out the fourth quarter of daggone 2021 with a bang, and we gonna sprint into 2022. I'm telling you.
Let's do it.
And my boy Jacob would say, I ain't you, but if I'm not, but if I was. I'll be getting in the academy ASAP Rocky, you know what I'm saying? And if you are in the academy, you better be getting as many of your teammates, you know what I'm saying, to get reactive or activated. Line them up, y'all. I'm telling you. I can't tell it all to you, but I'll tell you this. You better get in position, because whoever's been working like that duck, busy with them feet rolling, they look cool on top, but underwater they working.
Right.
If you've been that person, when we relaunch this situation, your income going to shoot through the roof, because you're going to have more people who going to have an opportunity to create more transactions that you can now override and get a residual income into your business, guys. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be fire.
It's going to be crazy. So that's what's been up, Coach. That's what's been up.
You see, I'm a bit quiet because I'm like, that's a lot going on for a great reason.
I'm trying to unpack that. But that's a lot. But I'm excited about it. I got chills and everything. Like, seriously, that is. Woo.
And you know what? It makes me think about, like, in the spirit of being prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta start to be prepared in this manner. We always Johnny come lately. We always sit here waiting around. We always looking and watching instead of moving and shaking and putting things into action. So what I love about this next level of Extreme FX, that you and the team and the co-founders are just back there just working and got your heads down and doing this for us, is the fact that we want the opportunity to be ahead of the game. Like, we not the one. Now people are gonna be looking at us. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, did I miss the boat? Yeah, you did. And so it's just an encouragement to say, look, y'all, we got to stay prepared. We got to really catch this vision. Like, this is not a game. This is for the improvement of the family. This is for the improvement of the community. And for once, we can be the tribe. We can be the group that's the forerunners, the trailblazers of this industry, from Forex to financial solutions to credit building to giving out, getting your Dun and Bradstreet. I mean, I ain't gonna give it away because, like, it's so much. But now we can finally be the leaders. How many times have we been the ones looking and watching while everyone else get to the bag, while everyone else change their financial situation for the better? We always behind the curve. Now we can be ahead of the curve. We can start the curve. We can set the trend. I'm loving it. It makes me so proud to be like, I'm a part of a community with intelligence, with power, with authority, and we walk in it with boldness. And so, how I would give you and the team, the co-founders, the praise, because it takes a very strong person to do that for a community. You can do this for yourself all day long and not think twice about nobody else. But you don't. You will sacrifice yourself, your family, your life because of the mindset, because of the mentality that you have to help, to see others improve too. Because we all trying to get to a place of freedom. But some just want it more than others. And some are willing to put in that work and sacrifice to get to that next level. And so I'm just so happy to be a part of this journey with you, but to be taught the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get it wrong. You can make the mistakes and fail, and that's great. But when wisdom is speaking, you got to listen, because this is wisdom. Wisdom says you don't have to go down that road because I did it already. Wisdom says I made the mistakes, right? Wisdom says, look, I got your back, so listen to me, and you don't have to do that. But then when we just be impulsive and think we can do it on our own, we miss it. But now we have the opportunity to do what? Get on the boat first and sail out the sea, and we're going to make it do what it do in the stream. I'm just super excited. I think we lost Dynamite for me. There you go. But yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible to really have that wisdom, that knowledge, understanding, and that support, that real support. Because, we can get help all the time. I was telling Coach earlier, Dynamite, I said, you can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink, though.
No, you can't unless you put salt in his mouth. We just gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the end of the day, guys, it's here. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just super excited. Oh, I done clicked your live, Coach. Let me get that off of there. I got two phones and they both be dinging. I'm trying to block some calls so I can talk with y'all, right? Nice. But I'm super excited. Like you say, you can't make them do it. Right. But what struck me today, this call with you guys, and we want to talk about a couple of key topics of financial freedom and mindset, emotionally being balanced, right? Business and life. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna hit a couple of these topics real quick and just kind of give you guys something to put on your mind. To think about, because I think all these are great points to kind of hit for the family and for people to be able to, chew on these topics and then, hope if we got, 5 minutes or 7 minutes on the back end, we could do a Q&A. I can't see the chat. I think that's how I got knocked off. I hit chat and I got knocked out. But it's okay. Y'all could just tell me what the questions may be. But first thing, man, so let's dive into the deal, right? So let's talk about financial, right? So if you want to be financially situated, number one, man, you got to have a plan. Like, it's no way, right, you're going to be financially stable or going in the right direction of finance unless you have a plan, guys. You got to write it down. You got to write it. So I'm going to give you 3 steps to it, right? Write it, live it, work it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you want to be financially set, you got to write it, live it, work it. You know what I'm saying? Because most people they want to be financially sound, but they never sit down and write it down. And I'm talking about writing like detailed, like architecture work of a house, like write it, like take your time. It amazes me, how many times so many people want to be financially sound, but they'll spend more time planning a family vacation, a cookout, a birthday party. They put more thoughts into Valentine's Day. They put more time, into Thanksgiving and Christmas, or, they put more planning into these things that's emotionally driven, and because it's more sexy and savvy for them, but they don't spend enough time really writing down their financial game plan. It's some type of mindset block, I think, is there that we need to address, right? Because people don't spend time on what's the most important. And but we desire to have these great things, but it takes a lot of discipline to really write out your life. We don't, nobody, wants life to happen to them, right? Life just happens, and I think that's some cliche is bullcrap. Life just happens. You know what I'm saying? No, you happen to life.
Right.
Is my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like life just happens. So what that means is you're just supposed to accept whatever life gives, but that goes against another principle I believe. I believe 90% of life is what's happening, is 90% is 10% is what happens, 90% is how you respond, right? And so if life just happens and you just got to accept everything, that means you look at it the other way. You believe everything is about what's going to happen to you. And I believe that's the little part of life. I believe 100% when it comes to life, only 10% is what happens.
Right.
And then based on your mental ability, your emotional capacity, your forerunner, your tough skin, the biggest impact, think about that, is how you respond, right? People don't fell and scrape their knee and it could have been small, right? That happened, but they ain't put it got infected because they ain't put no Band-Aid on it, no Neosporin, no alcohol, you know what I'm saying? It's what you did after what happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody going into a car accident. They didn't die from the car accident. They died because they sat there hoping somebody was gonna come save them the whole time. You know what I mean? Like it's just like when they could have drove off and got some. It's so many different things that happens. You got a bad business deal. It happened, but how did you respond? You know what I'm saying? So I just believe a big part of anything financially, you got to write it down. You got to write it down and be as detailed as possible. Write it, then live it. You got to live out what you wrote. You know what I'm saying? Because how many of us got notebooks all over the place? Like we got notepads, sticky notes, legal pads, marble pads.
Are you in my dining room right now?
Spiral pads. You know what I'm saying? Like we got stuff all over the place. We don't live. We don't roll it down. And then when it comes to the execution part of living it, oh man, you act like you ain't even write it. You act like you forgot about it. Oh, life happened. Oh, I got off track. And I've been victim of that. The book that I just wrote, right? 10 Dynamite Principles of Success, but you got to go cop that, right? Go to legendarylessons.info. Go cop that. That's the plug for you right there. Legendarylessons.info. You can get that book. You'll get the PDF download first, and then you'll be able to sign a copy. Yeah, y'all can put it. I ain't touching nothing else. Last time I hit a button, I got kicked out of here. And so I'm just going to leave the phone right there, right? But, when I wrote that book 4 years ago, family. I wrote that book 4 years ago in 2017, and life happened, right? And I wasn't in a good space mentally and emotionally. I was doing all type of things, and I didn't finish it, right? And so that happens to all of us, and I'm not exempt to the rules. So one reason I can coach you on stuff because I went through stuff, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I've learned how to stay focused when stuff like that happen. I use that as experience to get past it the second go around. You see what I'm saying? And so it will happen. But you can't keep writing stuff down, and when it comes time to live it and execute it, life just keep knocking you off track. You got to live that stuff all the way through, because the only way to get the result is if you finish what you wrote. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get the results unless you finish what you wrote. So if you want to have a high 6-figure income, if you want to have a 7-figure income, and it may take you some months, it may take you some years. Some stuff I'm living right now, I manifested and wrote down 10 years ago. And they said it takes 10 to 20 years to be an overnight success, right? Everybody look like they popping today. But what about 5, 10, 15 years ago when they was grinding, eating ramen noodles and putting cheese in their grits and cheese in the noodles? Y'all don't know about that. Y'all ain't never put cheese in ramen noodles. Y'all just ain't never done that before. Y'all ain't never put hot sauce in no ramen. When we grew up, we had cinnamon toast and we had to put the butter on the bread.
Favorite meal. Ramen
noodles on the counter right now.
And we used to, y'all ain't never had to do that. See, so we grew up so broke. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had cinnamon toast crunch. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had just cinnamon bread. We would get a loaf of bread, put some butter on it, and sprinkle some of Mama cinnamon on it, and put it in the oven. Man, y'all don't know about that. Yeah, I'm saying y'all don't know about that.
See, that's that real eating too.
Y'all don't know about that.
That's that true eating.
Man, you grow up with high cholesterol and everything, but it tastes good.
You hitting on that right, because it was so funny because it was just today. I was talking to Ryan about that, and I said exactly what you just said. I said it take about 20, 21 years to really build a business. For real, and I don't know what we think we're gonna do overnight.
Nah, that's that microwave generation. See, the microwave generation. Microwaves came out and everybody thought their life was going to be microwavable. It's not like that. You got to write your stuff down. You got to live it all the way through. You got to pray fast and be focused. You know what I'm saying? And then you learn how to, channel your own emotion. But that's what gets you through, right? And then the last thing, like I say, man, you got to work it. Plan your work your plan. Yeah. Write it, live it, work it. You know what I'm saying? You got to work this plan all the way through. I promise you, I would have not got this far in my career if I wasn't so dedicated. Now, mind you, I've been chastised a lot. Let's just put it out there. I've been chastised because I work so hard and I'm so focused, and it's been called boring. It's been called he ain't got a life. All you do is all that kind of crazy stuff. But I go anywhere I want in the world, and they don't. The people who talking crazy just going to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's cool. Or they may have some success and no shade to it, but it's short lived. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I want long-term sustainable success. Because I written out my life, I lived it through, I worked that plan, you know what I mean? And it happened. Like, I believe in multiple streams of income. So I believe if you're in this line right now, if you want to be financially sound, you need to execute those 3 rules so that you'll be financially in a good position. If you do that, right, I feel like it's going to work, right? And whatever comes in between, you can go back to another Coach's Corner. I gave you guys a whole list of financial products and strategies and stuff like that. Maybe y'all can drop the link for them later. But I gave a whole list of things you could do financially. Today is one segment of our 5, but it is a bunch of rules to finance to build a good portfolio. But that's the basics of it. Yeah.
That's awesome. We got a question for you, Dynamite, as well. And I'm gonna drop that link because I got it right here in my notes. But Kendall Pastor K, I want Mr. I believe it's a guy. I can't hardly see the picture. But anyway, Kendall Pastor K, he asks, what do you think about irrevocable trust?
That's a good question.
Irrevocable trust, I feel like are good to have. And everything like that to me always come down to the person's preference of why. Like, why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you trying to protect? How's it going to benefit you long term? And do you have the people in your life, right, that can execute that stuff? Because when you got an irrevocable trust, remember the key word is irrevocable. Hold on 1 second, guys. This is from God.
Okay, so Mr. Kendall, he's about to answer that question for you. And if you guys have some more questions for Dynamite Sloan, Miss Adrian Sloan, drop them in the chat and we'll get those questions answered to the best of our ability. So y'all stay with us. We want to thank all of you for joining the Coach's Corner tonight. We really appreciate your support from our Facebook followers to our YouTube followers. We really appreciate you guys. If you have questions, drop it in the chat and we'll ask it to Mr. Sloan, and so he can answer some of your questions that you have tonight. We really want you to get an understanding about business, financial success, financial and business being improved and developed, as well as your mindset. So drop your questions in there, and we're gonna get right back to him. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So absolutely. Coach, you kind of going in and out. You there? I think Coach just dropped off for a minute. I think she's going to come back in as well. But you guys just bear with us. So if you have those questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and post the link to the previous Coach's Corner that Mr. Sloan was on with us, where he gave out 5 different business assets that every entrepreneur should try to have gain with and gain to. So definitely I'm gonna put that link in here in the chat.
I apologize for that, guys. Company call. So irrevocable trust, right? So with the irrevocable trust, I think they're good to have, right? And the irrevocable trust, just make sure you got your trustees, you got everything put together, right? So you can make sure that your assets is protected the right way. I think there's some huge tax benefits to an irrevocable trust. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do that, a huge way to minimize your liability from any type of lawsuits or people trying to come after your personal assets, because, it's no longer about you as the person, right? You as the trustee, over that trust is good, and it's no longer about you. So I believe anytime you can get behind that veil, right, that corporate veil, if you will, of how to protect yourself and keep your assets to your family, it's always going to be good. But definitely check with your accountant or attorneys and make sure you pick the right type of irrevocable trust, that's going to fit you, because there's all different types of trust. That's a blanket statement, if you will, but make sure you have the people in your life, the right legal form, and pick the trust that's good for you. People, often talk to me about trust, and they say, well, this one is 5,000, this one is 10,000. Oh, the good one is 50,000. It's not the number. It's what does it do? You know what I'm saying? Like, is what does it do? Don't get caught up on the fees to make you feel like the more expensive one is better. A good trust is what fits perfectly for your family situation, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He did say that he understands what you're saying. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions in there before we hit mindset?
I'm looking right now. I don't see any. Hold on. Yes, Hazel Hawkins. My question is about not being able to access. Oh, Hazel. Okay, look, Hazel. This is about an extreme FX account. She can't get access to it. She said her wallet was funded. Do me a favor, Hazel. I'm not sure who your sponsor may be. See if you can reach out to your sponsor, or you can send me a personal message if you're friends with me on Facebook, or you can send me a message via the YouTube link to the Coach's Corner, and we'll help you out with that. Okay?
Right. So
let me know if that's good.
And then hit the chief relationship officer. Like go to customer relations, and ask Reagan. That's what she do.
Absolutely.
Right. Right.
All right. So I guess the next deal is mindset. There's a question in there. Y'all want to go to mindset?
Yes, Louisa does have a question. She said, How do you encourage a good friend and my sister to join this family? It hurts me to see them suffer. So that's a good leader to mindset, kind of, I think.
Okay. All right. Got you. And okay. So I'm going to answer the question, and I'm going to give you my view on mindset stuff, right? How do you help my good friend? I feel like Steve Harvey on reading his Strawberry Letters right now. See, Steve, get into that question. Like, Steve, hear something that wasn't in the lines, that wasn't on paper. He get between that statement a little bit.
Right.
That's the will. Steve, he joke with them Strawberry Letters, man. And y'all don't know about that either, man. Y'all young folk, y'all don't listen to Steve Harvey morning show. and so we said, how you help a good friend? How to get inside the family. I hurt, it's hurt to see him like that. Well, I feel like they need to hurt to make a change.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could be hurt watching them hurt. But if they ain't hurting enough, they ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when any level of discomfort is what make you move. I could sit here in this chair long enough until my right side get a little sore, and I'm like, I've been sitting on that side long. I got to move. I got to get to the left and get back comfortable on this end. Discomfort as human beings makes us all move, right? Let me get that light out of there. Okay. It makes us all move. And so I think you got a great heart and love for your family members to know how good Extreme is, and you want to give them the platform because you see the benefits of trading and the residual income and the great coach and the loving family that we have over here. But I don't believe you can make a person make changes until they're willing to make changes. I believe you can be a great example. You can show them the results of it, which you should do. And when the time is right, they'll come. Now, I do believe you can go through the process of giving them an opportunity call. They hop on and listen, do a three-way, let them talk to an upline or a leader, get some information. But at the end of the day, guys, the end all be all is people move when they're ready. See, the timing got to line up. You know what I'm saying? Because for 5 years, I was out of the MLM space altogether. I don't care if Barack Obama would have called me. I wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it just didn't fit my life at that time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to get involved. And so now I wasn't financially hurting because I was making money doing other things, but I had no interest in the area. Sometimes people don't want to do it because they have no interest. You may feel like they don't have enough money, but they may feel like they're getting by in their own situation. It's so many variables. You know what I'm saying? There's so many variables why people don't join companies. As good as Extreme is the reason why people don't join us too. I feel like everyone moves when they're ready. I 100% believe you can never say the wrong thing to the right person.
Yes.
Right.
And then you can't say the right things to the wrong person. You just can't. You can say how great it is, but they ain't gonna move, sweetheart. So always keep that in mind. So you just keep being a great example yourself. And whenever that family member or friend gets enough discomfort or their belief level elevates, then they'll come. That's how it's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
So with mindset, right? So I believe in anything with a good mindset, you got to create clarity, right? So in anything we do in life, we got to create some level of clarity, so that we can be clear about what we're going to get done. You got to have some level of solitude, right? Where you can kind of get one with yourself and understand what you want and what's going to affect you mentally, emotionally. You got to get that solitude really going. And then you got to focus. You got to focus on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just came from a whole mental retreat. Like going to New York to me was like a Mecca retreat because I had a chance to go back to my core. That's my origin. I'm a Jersey boy. So going to New Jersey, New York, I've been doing that my whole life. But business didn't have me busy for the last 2.5 years with COVID and everything else, and my father passing and stuff. Mindset wise, I feel like I needed to get a reset. So I took a reset. I got some solitude, and I got to a place of happiness. See, write this down, family. A lot of things makes us money, but only a few things makes us happy.
Come on now.
See, it's a lot of things that's gonna make us money. There's a lot of money to be made out here, but it's only a few things that's gonna make you happy. So I think one of the biggest things of getting your mindset right is clarity, solitude, focus, and then when you come up with that game plan and strategize, you attack it. You got to go to attack mode, right? Because now you got a pure form of what you're going to be executing. Until your mindset is 100% clear, you don't know what you attack. It's like a fly. You got a fly swatter with life, and you just waving. You just viciously, violently waving at everything. You just trying to get that daggone fly. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when you're trying to hit a goal or a target, but you ain't got clarity. You just going hard at everything. You don't know which thing gonna hit. Man, you can't do that. You're gonna be exhausted and throw your arm out the socket. You know what I'm saying? So slow down, right? Slow down to speed up, get clear, right? Focus and attack. And that's how I treat life and business for me. That's kept me mentally sane and doing everything I gotta get done. Because everybody that has a song, how you manage all these businesses. Well, if you come to my city, you will see 99% of the time I'm by myself. 99% of the time. I'm by myself. I don't roll in crowds. I don't roll with a bunch of people. And I got a bunch of friends. I got a lot of people in my city who love me. The city gave me different plaques and memorials and paintings, stuff like that for the impact that I've served. But when you're working at a high level, you got to keep your mindset clear.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I will 100% believe leaders are loners. You gotta have that time, right? The scripture even said, even with Jesus was, he leading the people, but when he wanted to get clear, he would lead the disciples at the bottom of the mountain, and he would go up to the top of the mountain. Come on, y'all, by himself. You know what I'm saying? He would go by himself and then go get the revelation. And he would come back down to lead the people. Guys, it's some science in solitude. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain energy that you gotta have to have a good mindset. You have to be willing to walk away.
Yeah.
See, most people want to stay connected. Then you feel emotionally messed up if you walking away from people. To think, no, people got to understand you enough to know your mindset. You work best when you're clear. And so if you're not clear, you need to walk away. And they love you, they support you. They should be okay with you walking away, not because it's selfishly leaving them, because you got to go find you. You know what I'm saying? You got to. I ain't leaving you. I'm looking for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a piece of me that done left me. So I need to get me back right, get clear, so I can attack, and then I'm better to serve you. And I feel like every leader got to take those moments to get their mindset right, what leads me to the next thing of emotionally, right? You can't have no toxic energy around you. When you're trying to get mentally, emotionally fair, that toxicity got to go. See, you can't have no more frenemies.
Yeah.
you can't have frenemies, man. That friend is really an enemy. They're a low-key hater. They always salty about what you got going on. You can't have that, man. They always making some little sarcastic remark that you hear about you through them, but they ain't got enough earth to really address you as an individual by the topic. But they'll talk about around you and about you all day. That's a frenemy. That's a enemy pretending to be a friend who got toxic energy all around you. Guys, I'm telling you. When you really want to go hard and go to the next level, I do this. I test everybody. Test your friends. Test your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, test them. Like, just because y'all friends don't mean they ain't got to pass no test. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe they need to get tested like grade school. Our kids get a test every level of grade education they go up to make sure. Hadassah's a teacher. She know. I just can't assume that you know and pass you anyway. See, some of y'all passing friends to the next level who ain't qualified. Hello. They ain't even qualified.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't even qualified to go to the next. You just giving everybody free passes. You know what I'm saying? Who just you working like like a Hebrew slave, and you just come on, y'all. We about to go to this opportunity. We got money to be made over here. But how many times people call you with an opportunity? How many times they reach out to you about something going? How many times do they offer help to you? You know what I'm saying? How many times do people think about you? I always look at who really thinking about who based on who called me, who texted me, who reached out to me, right? And I look at that and I grade it based upon when they call me just to check up on me, or they call me because they want some money, or they call me because they want me to do something. See, we need more relationships emotionally that's givers, not just takers, right? You know what I'm saying? So you need to have people pouring back into you. And so I look at that, and emotionally, how do I stay balanced? I gotta have good relationships that bring value. Like my sister Nicole Best, that's my sister. When we went up there and we had a great time in New York, she's such a giver, right? We've added to each other, so it's easy to love, right, and grow emotionally. Right. Some of y'all having a hard time growing because you're not celebrated enough. You know what I'm saying?
Say that.
Look. Let me put
that was part. Right. I was like, "What? I go write it down first, or do I type it?"
You having a hard time growing because you're not celebrated. See, words of affirmation is powerful, and that might be your love language. You might need them words of affirmation. That might be your love language. So you might be feeling tore down because you're not getting built up enough verbally, emotionally, mentally. If you're in an environment that you're not celebrated often enough, you're going to deteriorate emotionally because you ain't always that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't always that bad where you don't cook right, clean right, all the stuff right, your business ain't running right, the kids ain't right, and you ain't always that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone, like me, you, we all need to be built up emotionally. So I try to stay because I have so many things going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the energy, not just the time. I don't have the energy to entertain toxicity, frenemies, or lack of affirmation. You know what I'm saying? I need it all because I'm giving out all the time. So, even when you guys introduce me, and I thank you for that, but some of the stuff y'all say, I don't forgot. You know what I'm saying? About myself sometimes, of what I done and what I made. I just be working. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And so when I hear, I be like, oh, I did do that. That's right. That was me. I did make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to going. So it's always family. It's always good emotion get built back up, man. So I know we got one more topic before we get on with Jacob now. We got to go over life and business. But if anybody had any questions about that, well, that was some good stuff right there. Mindset and emotionally, guys, you got to get built up. Be where you celebrate it, not tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in those places.
You might as well look. You can preach that all day long.
We need you back on the Coach's Corner just for that one.
Just for that part, that mindset part, because
we
staying where you just tolerated.
Okay, we're gonna stay on this point. This Coach's Corner.
Let's do it. It's key.
Oh my gosh.
It's essential.
I don't see.
Okay, what's the next?
I don't see another question right now, so I'm making sure I'm not missing anything. Y'all know I'm jumping back. Y'all know I got like 3 devices going on. I'll be jumping back and forth.
Well, I'm gonna lead into this. I'm gonna hit this last one before my phone dies in this office, guys. And I ain't touching nothing. Y'all know what devices, but I don't want to touch nothing. I just had to fuss a guy out a minute ago. He's like, "Man, I'm interrupting the Coach's Corner, man. Wait a second. How long? Give me 30 minutes. Why? I'm on the Coach's Corner, man. Don't play with me." You know what I'm saying? So the last thing, guys, like how to have a good business is life. Guys, write this down, man. I believe you got to have direction, not balance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have direction, not balance. How do you have a good business? How do you have a good life? To me, business is life. Life is business. Business is life. Like they go together. I don't want to say, oh, my life, my business. No, it's all this is my life and my business is inside of my life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so when you're growing a business and you're obviously living a life, you know what I'm saying? It's not a balance thing. I think that's where people go wrong because I need to have a perfect balance. Where?
It's not.
It does not exist. See, you need to understand the seesaw effect. See, as kids, we go to the playground, right? I would sit on one side, you would sit on one side, right? So our weight would balance the seesaw, right? When our feet is on the ground. Now, what happens? I lift up my feet, you gonna go up. You put yours down, then this is gonna go up. I put my feet, then you will go up, right? See, the seesaw effect is business and life. Man, I'm about to give y'all something. This is how this works. So every now and again, it feels like there's a little balance going on as we're passing. Then one got to take the lead. You follow me? Because you got to have seasons in your life where your businesses, you locked in. You know what I'm saying? Where you locked in to have that true progression and get your family where you want to go, you got to lock in because you got to be focused on what you focus on. Then it's going to flip back around and it's going to be more focused. Okay, did it go away?
Okay, you back now. You back now. You good. You good.
I was like, oh my gosh, you.
Okay, I don't even know where it left me. I was talking. I said something wrong. Okay. All right, where did it leave off at?
Coach went in such a I'm sorry. Coach, look, Adrian. Coach panicked so hard, she threw me off. I was like,
I'm sorry.
All right, let's get this out.
The seesaw effect.
So, the seesaw effect, right? So life and business gonna go like this, right? So every now and again, guys, you're gonna have some seasons where it feels balanced, but it's really not. It just feels like it is because they're passing each other. So at one season, you gotta go super hard in your business to get to where you're trying to go for your family. You gotta lock in. Then what's gonna happen is once you lock in, now you have the money and the freedom to do more stuff with your family. You see what I'm saying? Now you can do the trips, you can explore, y'all can have a good time, right? And what's gonna happen is when you come back off that trip, it's gonna go back like this. You see what I'm saying? Then you got to lock back in. You got to make up that money you just spent. We got to get back to the ground. We got to get back to the focus, right? And then it's going to go like this again. See, I believe in business and life is no balance. It's just direction. As long as a family, we know what we are going to get accomplished, right? This is our goal for our tribe. And this is what we need to get done is a clear communication. So the focus time become the focus time. And there's no disrespect in the focus time. You know what I'm saying? You got to put parameters in your life and in your business. I don't care if a mother, father, sister, daughter, husband, wife, girlfriend. I don't care who it is. When it's focus time, there's no play time. Don't play with me right now. I need my focus and my emotion to be here. I don't want to hear no trash talking, no sarcastic remarks, or nothing like that because I'm a snap because I'm here, right? When I'm with my family, I'm over here. And I'm going to tell them other people, don't call me. I'm with my family. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this ain't the time for that. I'll talk to y'all on Monday or Tuesday. This my family. Does that make sense? You got to be just as serious about both sides, but you have to give both of them attention.
Yeah.
As long as you can create those parameters, man, you're going to have a good life. And you're going to have a great business. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to learn how to manage the up and downs of each one. And that's how I've lived my whole life, my whole, 20-something plus career in business, understanding that concept. And did I master it early on? Absolutely not. Sometimes I spend too much time playing around with friends and family, and I wasn't making no money. And I felt so broke I couldn't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to the point I said, man, this ain't no fun. Broke fun ain't the same level of fun. Then I got to the point where I was making a lot of money and I was neglecting some of my relationships, right? And so I said, nah, this ain't right either because this makes me money, but it doesn't make me happy. Does that make sense? And so I had to learn that balance. So now, at the age I am at now in my career, I can coach you guys on how to have that. And I actually wrote about that in my book too, on how not being clear about that, how it did damage, my marriage at a point and how I felt like took away from my relationship with my kids, And I had to learn how to balance that the right way. So as a new entrepreneur, I would tell you, just be mindful of that. Or even as a seasoned entrepreneur, just be aware that it's okay for it to be like that, but it's going to be like that. You're going to have different seesaw effects and just have that conversation, man, and you'll be good. But life is going to be good because I like just taking a flight and going where I want to go or going to a restaurant. I just had lunch. It was at P.F. Chang, and I got 3 dishes. I had me some little lettuce wraps, you know what I mean, and had me a little Long Island waiting. He bought me a ticket for $100. I was like, $100 for lunch, bro? Like, what?
That's it.
I said, man, give me that receipt, man. What you talking about?
I don't have the store itemized.
Then I put the card down. So, I appreciate it. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I was shocked because what it looked like, but I wasn't shocked because I couldn't pay it. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
exactly.
You know what I mean? That would have been a different kind of shock. That would have been a whole other emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you got to work hard to get there, man. So I hope these tips help you guys. I know it's 7:50. If any questions that anybody have, I just want to hop in and show some love to the Coach's Corner and help the family out. I love you guys and what you stand for and what we're doing. And I appreciate y'all giving me a little bit of time to, to coach with the team. So if anybody have any questions before we get out the way and you ladies wrap up before Jacob Mickle, because I don't want no smoke with Jacob.
I don't need no smoke with Jacob. not today, not ever.
Go ahead, you good.
I don't think I could.
Yeah, I was looking. I don't see any questions right now. Yeah. Nope. So if you have any questions, you guys go ahead, quickly drop them in the chat. If you got any questions for Mr. Sloan, whether you're on our YouTube or Facebook, go ahead and drop those questions if you guys are clear. The link, Hazel, I'm actually trying to post the link to the previous Coach's Corner on this YouTube, but for some reason YouTube will not allow me. But I did post it on the Facebook page, but I'm in the process right now, Hazel. I found you on Facebook. I'm sending you a private message with the link. So,
okay,
y'all see what we do for the team. Look, I'm going above and beyond.
Let me ask you this question, Dynamite Sloan. Your book. Where can we find your book? And I'm going to post it in the chat as well.
Okay. Yes. All right, cool. So it's legendarylessons.info.
You said legendarylessons.info.
Yep. And so that's a spinoff of the Living Legend. So all the coaching I give is under the brand Legendary Lessons. And so it's just the lessons from the lessons from the Living Legend himself, giving information of how to grow in your business. And so that's going to put you on a pre-order list. And then, once it's released to you, which will be a couple of days, you'll be able to download the PDF or the ebook. And then that also qualifies you, obviously, when the hard copy is released thereafter, you'll get a signed autograph copy sent to you directly from me, right? So that's for all the pre-orders. Then a person can actually go on the site as well, and you can actually purchase the Dynamite signature shirt. And it's a discount code on the site to get the shirt.
Nice. Okay.
Wonderful.
Oh man, don't drop down. And I got a question right and it'll drop down just
man. That quick. And right, and we wrapping up, but we did want to ask another question.
One more question. Right. Well, Sonia, I did see your question. In the unlikely event he doesn't try to jump back on, I'll definitely send him that question privately, and he will answer it. I'm sure he'll answer it back, and then I will message you with the response. Okay. I hope that's sufficient for you. We do apologize that he dropped off or whatnot, but we are about to wrap it up. So, Coach, I think today was amazing as far as the information, knowledge, and fun that we had with our co-founder, friend, brother, business partner, Mr. Adrian Dynamite Sloan. And so, yes. There he goes. We have a question for you, Dynamite.
I had to switch phones. I felt myself fading out in the matrix. I said, wait a second. All right, this one ain't no better, but I didn't want to end like that. So what was the question? Did you get the book information? You get that?
Yes.
Yeah, we got the information.
Legendarylessons.info, right? A spinoff for the Living Legend brand. So all my books will be published on that same site. Because I got another book coming out right after this one. So this is going to be your first one. It's like Jay-Z right now, Reasonable Doubt. You about to get the first one, right? But I got another one in queue, so I had to get this one off of me. And so I got another one coming right behind that. But when you go to the site, you got a special promo discount code that'll be emailed to you. So, so you can purchase the shirt, the signature shirt with the book at a discounted price. So we put the promo code out to you for that. So you can get that and rock that. Take a picture and hashtag Living Legend. So I could be able to see you guys and, support us when you get the book and you get your copy. Definitely hashtag it so I can see what's up with you, man. We appreciate the love and support. And this was a great book. This is a great, I read this book last night and I almost cried. It's so good. Through this book, not only did you get information from me, but you got a chance to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I wrote it 4 years ago, it was just business information. But I've grown since then. All right. So the second time I wrote it, I gave more good examples of what was out there, and the reader will feel like they connected with me as a person to understand why I think the way that I think, what my childhood experiences to be an adult. So that's what I wanted the reader to walk away from, to have an experience with me of these 10 principles so you can implement it in your life. So definitely want to share that. I appreciate the love for that. So what was the question?
Sonia asked, what can you tell truck drivers about trading, or how can we get truckers to trade.
Truckers and trade.
Truckers and trade. All right, I'm gonna give you this real quick in 30 seconds, and I'm gonna get out of here. So what I would tell truckers that trade is, number one, sign up, right? For in the academy, so you could be a trucker that can trade, right? And so once you get inside the academy, plug in. With the Truckers that Trade concept I created, I got trucks, right? And so I understand truck drivers are always out there. They got the disposable time and income. It doesn't take a lot to get inside of a trade account, $50, $100. And then just the skill set, number one, is going to keep their mind focused on something else emotionally other than just sitting in the truck. You're going to be growing your skill set. Then you have opportunity to be able to make that additional income, right? So if you go to Instagram and just put in Truckers That Trade, right, Truckers That Trade, then you'll be able to start getting in queue, because we're about to start pushing the social media for that. Then we created a Facebook page for that as well. And so it's just going to be truckers information and trading information. So you got to be a truck driver or be in a logistics space of some kind to even be in that group, right? And so once you get inside of that special group, then we'll be able to get this information to you. So we wanted to make sure that we support that community, because one thing we learned through the pandemic, this world runs on trucks, like this whole country. Yep. If trucks shut down, this country is shut down. So we want to make sure we support and love on our drivers, you know what I'm saying? Because they really make sure our livelihood is good together. But teaching them a skill set that's legacy generated for their family is a reason why I created this brand, Truckers That Trade. So that, I hope that helped answer your question.
Absolutely. She said, yes, sir. Look, this is something I want to do. I know we got to get out of here. We got 3 minutes before D. Jacob Mickle starts his training. And y'all know Jacob be like, it's 99 people. It should be double that. Y'all know he be tripping, right? But look, do me a favor. All of you guys who are part of the Coach's Corner, YouTube or Facebook or both, when you go to make your purchase, send us a message with your photo and information so we can help Dynamite, man. He's a blessed man. And how many know about the principle of sowing and reaping? When you pour into somebody else, it comes right back. So we want to sow, and the Coach's Corner Dynamite, we want to make sure that you make it to the tippy top. We know you're going to do it anyway, because you got the favor of God on you. But let us know so that we can keep tracking. We're going to push everybody that direction to get the purchase of the book, get your discount, to get that signature Adrian Dynamite Sloan collection, y'all. It's
you want
so
that
hot.
Merch, boy. You want that merch.
So hot, y'all. It's ridiculous.
And thank you so much for that plug. Let me tell you, this is the goal, is to sell 10,000 of the copies, right? So I believe in the ecosystem. We will sell 10,000 of this book directly to our community, and it won't go on Amazon and stuff like that first. All of these purchases are going to come directly from our system. You follow me? Because we want to make sure we infuse that extra money we would have gave to them to be able to continue to reinvest into our own projects for our community. Yeah. So this is why I decided to self-publish and distribute, right? And so let's make sure we keep that understood, that we will make.
Oh my Lord, is you. Okay, y'all.
Okay, we gotta go now.
So you guys, y'all get it. We gotta get up out of here, but we gotta help him. He's poured so much into our community that we want to give back. Again, it's a principle. You reap what you sow, and let's sow into Mr. Adrian Dynamite Sloan. Get them 10,000 copies. We have over 40,000 people in our Extreme Effects Global Academy Common Unity. So we can do this, you guys, in a flash. Let's do it. Make sure you send your photo so you can get the discount, and he can also autograph that book and send you a personal message, okay? So this has been the Coach's Corner with the fabulous Coach Hadassah, myself, Coach Cotton. Every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we help you get to your next level. You guys, go over to Jacob. It's 8 o'clock. Oh, there you go. I think that's Dynamite.
This thing keep knocking me out of here, don't it? Lord have mercy. All the way at the end. I knew it was going to run to. We are ready to go. Am I here?
You there? You got it.
They keep knocking me out of here, man. He don't want me to promote this deal. But we're going to go to Jacob Call. But guys, we are self-publishing because we want to take that extra money and put in our community. We got a lot more youth programs we want to do. We got a lot of things we're going to do around our way. So we chose to do it this way so we can have all our own customer data, information, telephone numbers, so we can keep you updated on what's coming up. There will be workshops on this. It's a workbook that's coming out after this book that you have to have the workbook to come to the live session that we're going to do. And we're going to teach people how to build their whole business out. I mean, the whole resources that's needed. I'm going to open up the whole blueprint for you and give you everything I know on how to take your business to a 6 and 7 figure income. When you leave that boot camp with me, you will know how to have a successful business. You will have a 100% mind shift shakeup. It's going to be a shift because it's going to go from thinking to knowing. And I feel like that's the key factor to be successful, right? So we're going to do that, right? So we'll have another Coach's Corner. I'll give you the breakdown on the book. But thank you for the shout out. And I love y'all. And guess what, man? It's your boy, Adrian Dynamite Sloan, the living legend. I know my saying. Somebody got to pay the price up front and full with no discount. So that person got to be you. You go pay the price for you and your family. We love you. We love the Coach's Corner. I don't care how many times I got knocked out. I'm coming back in. I'm coming back in. I'm coming back in. Yes. All right, let's go over to Jacob Cole. Love y'all, man.
Love y'all. Thank you,
peace.